Hi, I'm Tony. Welcome to my Ford man cave. Okay, well here we are inside the man cave, and as we walk down here you can see a very big Dick Johnson supporter. This whole complete wall is all about Dick Johnson racing over the years. Building this garage in 1990 to start and collect all my memorabilia, and here we are in 2025 and it's full. And of course the car has to be a Ford. 100 years of Ford in Australia this year, so I bought this car 18 years ago and love driving it. And yeah, the wheels are off old supercars back in the day. A lot of the teams used to give them to me back in those days, and now they still give them to me, but nowadays I sell them and I donate all the money to charity. As we walk down here further, we come closer to the back here, the Bathurst posters. I've got every Bathurst poster since 1976. Most of them are signed by the drivers or the team owners, and yeah, I just love collecting it all and been collecting it since 1990. Over here, Golden Fleece Bowser, which I just love the old Golden Fleece like a lot of people do. I've got a big hat collection, all Ford orientated, either Ford hats or sponsored by Ford. Okay, as we go down here, we've got a couple of doors off Grant Denyer when he ran in the Dunlop series for Dick Johnson Racing many years ago. I fortunately was fortunate enough to acquire a couple of damaged doors off Grant's car. Grant's cardboard cutouts, as you can see, many things. I was fortunate enough when 888 won Bathurst a few years ago, or quite a few years ago in the Falcons. I was fortunate enough to be able to hold the trophy, so that was a pretty cool moment at Bathurst as well. A few of these other photos, they're from New Zealand when I toured over to New Zealand for the supercar rounds. And yeah, just love supercars and love going to the events. Yeah, if you come over here is another part of the man cave. It's a little extension. In here is Glenn Seaton's #1 Ford credit bonnet, and also the front spoiler that he smashed in 1996 at Sandown. And over here we have Jason Bright's bonnet from 2008 at Eastern Creek, and the other one is a John Bower bonnet. This one's a John Bower bonnet. That was the last accident in a supercar the year he retired, which was 2007. So this windscreen is out of the Stone Brothers Racing Falcon when Shane Van Gisbergen ran for them, and I actually brought it home from Tasmania when I went to Tasmania for the supercar round. The front spoiler's off Dean Cando's Dunlop series car. That was fully rebuilt for me back probably 15 years ago. The Shell banner, that's out of the Shell tents back in the day when they used to sponsor the touring car rounds at Oran Park and Bathurst and everywhere else. I was given that back in the day, so it's, you know, it means a lot to me to have all this memorabilia. All right, we're just coming out of the man cave now, and we'll go into the Ford flat and we'll have a look at some more memorabilia. I built this flat in 1990, and over the last 10 years I've gradually made it into a Ford flat. So there's lots more memorabilia inside of here as well that I've collected. Over here there's the mighty 1-2 finish, which was the first year that I went to Bathurst when Alan Moffat and Colin Bond got the 1-2 finish. Obviously with my first Bathurst it was quite exciting to be there to witness that. I went to the Ford Legends dinner and I won 3 plates for my BA GT, which I'm very proud to say I now have 100 years of Ford number plates on it. So this Ford Pram is approximately 46-year-old. We bought it when our first daughter was born, and I've kept it ever since, and our grandchildren have used it as well. So that's why it's sitting in the Ford flat. And up here, if you look at the power points or anything in here, it's all Ford powered. The air conditioner's Ford powered. The power points are Ford powered. The light switches, everything's Ford powered. I've got some Ford dinner plates up the top here on display, which will never ever be used. One of them obviously is the 50 years of the XY GT HO Falcon. The other one's the Alan Moffat 1-2 finish, and the other ones are the Dick Johnson and the Cobra. Okay, if you come down in here, we've got the Ford bedroom. If you want a good night's sleep, the only way to do it is on a Ford bed with Ford pillows. So when I started making this into a Ford flat, my wife used to come down to do things in here, and she'd say to me, "Tony, have you put another poster or another sign up?" And I'd say, no, they've been here for 12 months. And she just look at me with a grin on her face and go, "Yeah, right." After 35 years of collecting all this Ford memorabilia, I hope you've enjoyed the tour of the garage and also the flat.